If you aren't yet doing a pre-shift meeting or some sort of a roundup before a shift or in advance of perhaps a big event, you need to start. This is probably the number one thing that I hear staff members tell me would make all the difference in them feeling more recognized. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but in a matter of 9 minutes, you can definitely make an impact on your staff. One of the other main things that I hear from people often is that they feel like the lines of communication, the channels of communication are very blurry. So having something like a pre-shift meeting creates continuity in the message. So here's what you do. First of all, have a format, and I'm going to share this format with all of you so that you have something that you can be using on a regular basis that's going to get that feedback out, get people focused on what really matters. So I'm going to go through each of the different pieces of this so that you can hear how it all comes together. This is one sheet that should be completed and used by every manager that day. So there shouldn't be separate pre-shift formats going on. You all use one so that you're all communicating the same thing. And the person that ended the shift the night before, the manager that concluded the day or the evening, should be the one that starts the one for the next day. So it should include a few different things. Clearly the date and the time, who's in attendance for that meeting coming up, what are the forecasted covers or the house count for that day, any special groups that might be in-house that we need to be thinking about, a uniform check. Everyone needs to look good. This is your opportunity to talk about the name tags and talk about the aprons and talk about tucking shirts in and things like that. The expectation by your entire team should be that this is the time where they get their dress down. Any special reservations or special requests going on that we all need to know about. Any magic moments that are in the making, any surprise and delights that you're thinking about, anything that could be an opportunity that we've been working on that everyone needs to be aware of. A tip of the day, a standard for the day, maybe a story about that particular standard. Any departmental information that has changed. So if we know that we're going to be fumigating a particular portion of the property this evening, or if there is maybe a change of the rules at the swimming pool or change of hours of operation, we need to talk about those things too. Metrics that matter, praise coaching for somebody, and our hero of the day. The hero of the day is the person from yesterday that really made the difference. And again, we use our magic formula to describe what this person specifically did. So it's going to go a little bit like this. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really excited for this evening's dinner. I think it's going to be a fantastic time for everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here on time. I really do appreciate that. Right now, we have 88 guests that are on the books. I have already discussed with all of you which particular parties that you all have, so you should all be prepared. I am expecting to hear guest names being used this evening. I want to give you a tip as well. If you're not sure of the names of other guests, you could certainly be asking. So in service, Mr. Smith, what a nice group of people you're dining with tonight. Again, my name is Samuel, and Mr. Smith, it's such a delight to see you again. Who's joining you this evening? That's a great way that you could meet some of the other people in the party and use that name recognition. That's such an important standard that we have. I know that we have an anniversary coming in this evening, a 50th anniversary for Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. I'd really like it if all of you could please approach the table, give them some extra attention tonight, say happy anniversary to them in some way. I think it would just make all the difference in the world. Tip of the day, lights, camera, action. I'm asking you to think about ways that you can be present this evening. So lights, camera, action is a way that we can do that. It's a way that we remember that whenever we walk out on the floor, we are on stage. We're creating a performance this evening. I also wanted to let all of you know that tonight is the board meeting for the National Association of Engineers, and it's important that we remember that they'll probably be coming in to ask for some directions. We may also see them coming in to dine after their meeting. So be on the alert. Expect a lot of them to be coming in and asking some questions as they're walking through the dining room. I have a hero of the day. And my hero of the day is Thomas. Thomas, I have to tell you that, or even if Thomas is not there, you would still do this. Thomas last night created a magical moment for the Thompson party. They came in very late last night. They were the last table that came in. They were exhausted but so hungry. And they wanted to enjoy dinner before the rest of their week. So at the end of the evening, they had indicated that they were very tired and that they would prefer to just go up to their room, even though the desserts looked great. And what Thomas did was he told them that they could order anything that they wanted from the menu, and we would have room service deliver that to them. And within 10 minutes, not only did they do that, but they also provided each of them with a little complimentary glass of champagne and a handwritten thank you note for joining us last night. That is what we want to see. That's what we're known for here, and it made me so proud. So Thomas, congratulations. Well done. So praise coaching for that, I think, will go a long way. Notice that this pre-shift is not so much about the operational as it is about recognition. We're talking about situations that are coming up, things that we'd like to see, and the more you do that, the more you give your staff a fine reputation to live up to, the more they will rise to the occasion. And they want to hear their names being shouted out at pre-shift meetings. Make the time. And if you're struggling with how to find the time, ask me. I'm always into it. If you have other ways that work for you to be able to provide recognition during pre-shift meetings, or another creative way that you've created pre-shift meetings, let us know. Put that in the comments field below our video here so that you can share those ideas. Do a meaty one. Do it in 9 minutes. Have somebody videotape that and send that out via text to your staff. That way they're up to speed, even if they come in an hour after your pre-shift meeting. But the investment that you make will definitely pay off.